Yes. People, what's going on? It's Got Talks Football. We're back again with another video, and the QR code right next to Bice is for today's title sponsor, OK Jerseys. As you guys already know, the best place to get your football kits. And also, this is going to be a very
the other side, Bice.
this is going to be a very interesting show. We're gonna have to ask: is the criticism of Arsenal fair? Man City slipped up, and is that it for the Premier League title race? Also, Tottenham find themselves well within the relegation battle. Should they be worried? We're going to have to talk about that. And Chelsea absolutely slapped Villa. And I don't even know. Did Unai Emery shake Liam Rosenior's hand after the game, Bice? Did he shake his hand?
It was one of them.
No, at least he shook his hand. The Wolves manager, he ran away. Arteta, he ran away. And when he got knocked out by Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, I think he said something, or was it the FA Cup or Carabao Cup? One of them. He said he started losing his mind. And when he got knocked out the FA Cup last time, he started losing his mind, blaming the goalkeeper. The guy is getting to the stage of the season where Unai Emery starts losing his mind. And you guys are all going to see by the end of the season, they're not going to win the Europa League, and they're not going to get Champions League football.
I mean, with Unai, it's different, you know what I'm saying? Because we know it's not that he's not capable of winning it. We've seen him win it a couple of times. You know what I mean? You had a front row seat at one point. No, it's just, I told you about his
to see how he fails, bro. I know how this guy fails, bro. I've seen this guy fail.
You've seen him succeed also, Paul. Ooh. You've seen him be successful. You know what I'm saying? So,
what success? At Arsenal?
Didn't he beat you en route to a Europa League a couple years ago? Or am I bugging?
Bro, he's lucky Man United had an off day.
Why couldn't you stop him? You had him in the semi-final. Why couldn't you stop him?
You know what?
I just feel like it just goes back to what I was saying about this Villa team. I think it's fool's gold. I said it about Newcastle as well. Congrats to them, they managed to get a trophy. You know what I mean? That Carabao Cup did wonders, but for the players' ego and stuff like that. But we'll see.
Why are you in twice?
Huh?
Why is Rack joining twice? Look, there's two of them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, fair. But yeah, it's just I just think they never really had that. I don't think Mings is a good enough CB. I think I don't know. I just don't think this team is as good as everybody thought it was. Yeah, 4-1. Ollie Watkins.
Chelsea were dominant as well, apparently. I didn't watch the game, but I spoke to a few Chelsea fans and they were saying, yeah, it was deserved.
Second half is when we really... But that first half, it could have gone either way. I think that first half kind of demoralized Villa a bit. They had good chances, couldn't convert. Ollie Watkins just not doing the simple thing, trying to take a touch around the goalkeeper. Just chip it. Like Joao Pedro did, but
he's low on confidence.
I mean, yeah, but that it just goes back to the manager. I think Ollie Watkins just needs to get out of Villa now. I think the time is over. I think he's good enough for that sleep. I think it's time for him to take it because outside of that, it ain't looking good.
You know, it's very interesting. Okay, before we go any further, I just want to bring it back. Remember a couple months ago when Arsenal were about to face Villa and they were 3 points behind us? Everyone was talking about, don't disrespect Villa. Villa could actually win the title. La, 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 la. And I said, there's no chance these guys are winning the title. There's no chance. They're playing way, way above where they should be. And I never believed that XG lies to the point where it's like, if you're outperforming your XG to the point where they were, it's something else. Like they were outperforming the XG, the Premier League table XG, to a level that was unheard of. They're currently, where are they in the table right now? Currently, they're fifth.
Yeah, fifth.
XG has them projected points to be 14th. So it's basically saying they're estimated to be much worse than what they actually have been in the last couple of weeks. And let me show you guys this. This is the XG table. I know Rack wants to fact check everything recently. So this is the XG table based on expected points from the season. Arsenal would be first on 61 points. Man City 55. Coincidentally, Liverpool and Chelsea are only 5 points off Man City in this expected points table. and then Manchester United would be in 5th. All the way down here is Aston Villa. They're still outperforming their XG by 10 positions.
Yeah, it's good. I just think, like I said, these teams tend to play good, and everybody gives them a certain level of respect. And then when they come back down to earth, it's like, oh my God, this Villa's team. Nah, keep the same energy. And when they're not as good as they seem on paper, they're not.
Everyone's ready for those expectations when they're doing well, but the moment they drop off, they want to go back to being an underdog.
Like with some people that used to be that's on this panel that, you know what I mean, were Newcastle fans the last couple of years in a row. But let's, you know what I mean, let's not bring up the past. You know what I mean? I want to let guys live.
You need to let it go, boys. Need to let it go.
You know what I'm saying?
The past is the past, eh?
By the way,
twice a year.
That said, Newcastle fan.
Look at him trying to take back control.
That said, supporter of Newcastle. He's also a Tottenham fan, and his team is in the mud right now too. So he can't really speak, anyways. We got Vader. Vader, how you doing?
I'm good. What y'all saying?
Bro, that background, it looks too real.
It's brazy.
What do you mean it looks too real?
Like I feel like you could go and grab that window right now. That's how it looks, so real.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Don't do it.
This is when four-peat. When you win a four-peat, the production budget is
Crazy.
It's high quality. It's high quality.
You don't need CGI. You get the real thing.
Trust me, I don't do the CGI. I don't do the AI.
I was expecting him to turn around and check the window.
Girl, I told you. See, I won the you know what I mean, conference, and I got new lighting, bro. The budget's going up year by year.
There you go.
Rock still following his owners and playing cheap, bro.
When you win the league title, when you win the league title like Rock, you're sitting in a restaurant, you're chilling.
No, I'm telling you, bro. Rock streams from a different location every other week, bro.
Hey, who's going to buy the 32-year-old Ollie Watkins for 80 million?
Who said
I'm not gonna lie to you, Rodney. Nobody's buying him now. That window's sailed. We
saw teams buy Elanga for 40 M's off of nothing but good vibes.
Bro, Ollie Watkins had a career year where he finished like top 3 in GA in the Premier League, and nobody came knocking on the door. It's not happening.
You came knocking on the door. You came knocking in last summer. Last January.
We came there and said, you know what?
That was a year ago.
No, we came there and said, we'll take him on a cheap if you're looking to get rid of him. And they're like, nah, we want.
What was the cheap? Come on, how cheap? What was it? It was like 50 million or something.
It was Solanke money.
We wanted 40.
Yeah, it was Solanke money.
We wanted 40. They wanted 60. And then the 20 million pound difference.
40 million is on the cheap.
Yeah. 40
I mean, nowadays, Rock, yeah.
But if he's 32 million, if he's 32 years old now, he would have been 31 last year.
Yeah, and we were desperate last year, so that's why they were trying to shag us. Anyways, the point is anyone shocked that Villa's starting to fall off and they're now back in a top 5 race?
Nope. Well, not me. I predicted.
No, I mean, when you look at their injuries, no. When you look at a manager that's shown a history to prioritize, no. So I can't really fault it. I think Aston Villa, they've been in Europe before, right? Like they've been in the UCL. They've had money to spend. I think if they were to come out of this season with the Europa, I think it's like success. So I can't really fault the strategy. I hate the fact that it brings Liverpool back in the mix of having UCL. I hate that, but strategically, it makes sense, especially now, given the lack of players.
Hate is such a strong word, man.
Hate's the exact word. Hate is the exact word. Not despised, not disgusted. Hate.
Get a thesaurus. Get a thesaurus. Let's soften that up a little bit.
Can we give credit to one player who ran the show, Joao Pedro, with a hat trick and an assist in the game for GA in a 4-1 win versus Aston Villa. Impressive performance from Joao Pedro.
He's looking like the striker signing of the season. I mean,
are we saying Brazil's number 9?
I see it. I don't see any other Brazilian striker doing anything.
That's true.
Outside of Endrick in France right now, he's looking revitalized. But I mean, I think he's the more experienced guy that's gonna play 9 unless you guys want to put Rafinha there.
Rodrigo's out injured with a knee injury, so there's a spot there. Jesus is not looking good.
He's never.
What do you call it? Richarlison's not getting that spot back ever again. Igor Thiago is going to start over him? I don't know.
I think he started and Igor Thiago's on the bench.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He makes a team. He makes a team.
For sure he goes to the World Cup. For sure.
Hey, Ferris. There's not much more to be said. Chelsea won their game. They did well. Top 4, though.
No, I mean, there's some
Bice got some things to say. Relax,
there's some things to be said.
Get him, Bice.
Listen, I just want to say this. I go back to that tweet you tweeted a couple years ago. It's in my bookmarks for a reason. What is Enzo Fernandez good at? And we've been seeing it the last month, 2 months. Guys raised his game, looking like £100 million player.
I don't want to hear that.
That pre-assist, that ball over the top to Gusto. Everybody's like, why doesn't he pass the ball like that anymore? We're starting to see more of the passing range. He's playing guys in behind, those through balls over the top. He looks a different player, and I just want us to finally give him the flowers he's earned, not just deserved.
One second. I need to interrupt here. Where was that different player versus Burnley? Where was that different player versus Arsenal?
Versus Arsenal, God, he played well against Arsenal. I don't know what you're talking about. He played well. It just wasn't good enough. Or are you saying that he should have balled against Arsenal because your midfield and defense just isn't that good? Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm saying the last 2 games you have you can't come on here and talk about Enzo.
Of course I can.
But then he can come on and talk about whatever he wants.
Enzo's been good this season.
He's played well.
Enzo's been good this season.
He's been good.
Hey, nobody's sitting here saying Enzo's a scrub anymore. That's the truth.
Anymore. I love the caveat.
Yeah.
I love the caveat.
Nobody's saying that, right? Nobody's saying that. He's been good in comparison to what he was when the first 22 games of his Chelsea career.
Wow.
But maybe it just took him a while to settle in.
The first 22 games. When was that? That was like 2.5 years ago.
3.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Listen, I'm not for the last 3 years. I think Enzo Fernandez is what he is. He's a solid player, and I still don't think he's worth the money that you paid for him.
I think when you're looking at premiums and pricing and the timing of the market, you couldn't have paid less.
Hey, my thing about him is very simple. I think he is a player who's, when a team is playing well, he's a luxury that can get you over the line and make you look better. But when the team is struggling, he's not somebody who's going to drag you and win you a game.
We've seen him do that this season and last season, though. Drag his team back with not just with midfield play, with goals.
When he's playing in the 10, maybe, but I disagree. I don't see him as that guy. I see him as a good piece to the puzzle, but not the difference maker that makes that you pay 150. What was it? 115 million for?
105. Caicedo was the 115.
All right, 105.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Continue. That's all I have to say. My guys are balling. I'm just happy.
Hey, you played us 3 times. You weren't balling then. Fair enough.
All right. Yeah, man. Saw Gabriel jump over 3 guys before a goal.
Igal takes everything. Igal takes every comment as a personal insult and reacts accordingly. He's talking about his player. All of a sudden, you have to insert Arsenal into this whole thing.
I'm not gonna take the rage bait, but I'm just gonna say this one thing. I saw Gabriel outmuscle 3 defenders to jump and play a ball back for someone to score, and I saw Kolomuani touch his hip and he jumped and flopped on the floor. Another game. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
We've all seen it. We all seen it.
You guys have anything else to say before we move on? Because we got to talk about some other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
With regards to Chelsea, Chelsea's. I think with regards to Chelsea, they're gonna be there. There's no ignoring them. UCL is gonna be obviously important. How they play, I'm curious. I'm curious to see how they're set up. But qualifying for the UCL, being top 5. I got no doubt Chelsea will be there.
Who gets the top 5?
I think what we discussed to start the show. I think Aston Villa are the ones to fall out.
So you got Aston Villa right now, 29 games, 51 points. Man United, 29 games, 51 points. All of them are 29 games. I don't think the only team that I'm not including in this whole thing is like 7th down. Liverpool, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Man United. 3 out of those guys are going to get it. The one that falls out, it's going to be Aston Villa. I think Man United is going to be solidified. It's really between Aston Villa, Chelsea, and Liverpool to see who drops out. And I think the safest team out of these 4 is Man United and Liverpool. I think the 2 teams that are on the bubble is Aston Villa and Chelsea. And that
no, I'm a Liverpool fan. I ain't saying we're safe at all. Absolutely not.
Educate them, Rax. Educate them.
Bro, your next game. 1 second. Your next game is against Tottenham.
Yeah, my last game was against Wolves.
Wolves is tough, bro. Wolves is tough.
Oh, here we go.
Why are you laughing? You've seen it yourself. Relegation sides are tough.
We're talking about Wolves. You're saying Wolves are tough,
bro. Wolves are in better form than you. What are you talking about?
Now we're talking about form. I'm talking about our Wolves are tough because of the result you suffered against them.
Keep scrolling. Now, there they are. There's Wolves. There they are. We finally got there.
Wolves drew against Arsenal, beat Aston Villa, beat Liverpool. That's not tough.
They lost to Crystal Palace. You ignored to say that.
Yeah.
The last few weeks mean nothing. Guys are fighting for their contracts right now. If they go down, they're looking at wage cuts, players being moved on. I just think that when it comes to relegation scraps and guys fighting to get out of relegation, it's desperation mode. I don't really buy into it because we've seen guys try to crawl out of the relegation zone before and pull off crazy results.
Yo, look at Tottenham. They're the worst team in the league on form.
Oh yeah, that's why I think, God forbid, but because I just love the Bants every year.
It will be mad if Spurs went down. Spurs, they've been ever present in the Premier League. Yeah. So they've never been. They haven't been relegated. I think it's Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, United.
This would be the biggest club to go down since Spurs in the 80s.
Yeah. That would be absolutely wild.
The last time a big club like this went down, it was Spurs in the 80s.
No, the last big club to go down was Man United. No.
In the Prem.
No, that was after that. That was after that. No, but Spurs. That was when it was the first division. It wasn't the Premier League then. Spurs haven't been relegated in the Premier League era.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Bring it back. I'm gonna get a Tottenham fan on. We can discuss Tottenham in a bit.
And the crazy thing is, they're in the Champions League. Champions League, and yet they might get relegated. That is
they might
wild.
be the first team. They might be. I seen a tweet. Somebody said, and this might be true. They might be the first team in the round of 16 of the Champions League, resting players for a relegation battle.
Listen.
Yeah, I think I saw Staffy.
This is not going to happen, right? But can you imagine a scenario where Spurs got relegated and won the Champions League? That would just for the sake of like. Having an incredible season, I wouldn't mind seeing it happen. That would just be so funny.
Let me ask you guys a question: Who are you guys buying? If you guys had a free checkbook and you could get anyone from Spurs, who are you purchasing?
Listen.
I'd have to see him play, but kudos.
Liverpool.
Where do we start?
Liverpool and Man City are lining up for Van de Ven. I feel like.
I don't like his injury history, but
hear me out. Listen. If we're talking flash sale, assuming every player is at the best.
Yeah.
Right now, I'd like a James Maddison. You're
not going to do it.
I need specialists at this point. Like this is what I need for my team. I need experience and specialists. You know what I'm saying? Reece James is good on set pieces. If I can have Maddison as well over one. It's a completely different dynamic, completely different threat.
Okay.
Also,
I'm not taking anybody from Spurs.
Probably Vicario.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. If healthy, like you mentioned, I questioned this when he made the move, but it was kudos. Kudos I would have loved on that right hand side at Manchester City.
Oh, kudos is a good shout. I wouldn't take kudos though. I think Liverpool is probably the one team that goes and raids Spurs, and they probably go for.
You wouldn't take kudos. What is wrong? Why do you do that?
Because
You wouldn't take Kudus over Madueke.
I already have Saka. Kudus is on too much wages to be a backup, right?
No, we're not. Oh, okay. Now you want to do. We're talking about the player, the ability. If there was a flash sale, like you said,
if it wasn't a wage problem,
you're taking Kudus. You're not keeping Madueke. Stop.
You take Kudus
because his wage is going to be cut in half when he goes down.
But at the same time, I'm looking at it right now. I'm saying the team that's most likely to grab players from Spurs is probably Liverpool. You guys are looking for a bunch of players in the summer that are Premier League proven and are of those positions: center back, winger.
Are you a doctor? Why are you prescribing all these Spurs players?
I've already seen you guys linked to Van de Ven. I've already seen you guys linked to some of these players.
Big spending Liverpool.
You said Van de Ven. Who else?
Probably Sar.
You guys were previously linked to Kudus.
I think Sar.
Sar is a good player.
You guys need that engine in midfield, somebody that can go around doing something. Probably him or Batuma.
Gravenberch's replacement or backup, I mean.
That may be a replacement. Gravenberch has been awful this season. I don't have much love for Gravenberch at the moment. They got decent players. Udogi is okay as a fullback.
Hey, you know what? Go ahead. Sorry.
No one seriously excites me at Spurs, but who knows if they may be able to step up.
Hey, I was speaking to Kate and Jimbo. You know Kate and Jimbo, right? They were telling me that they're not surprised if they go down. They don't care anymore, and they feel like if Spurs go down, it's probably a good thing because then the owners will get it will hurt them in their pockets and they'll get what they deserve. But for the fans, obviously, they're in acceptance stage at this point. I've even seen Deji on catch up talking about they're going to get relegated. They really feel like they're down and out. I've not seen them this defeated.
I'm gonna wait for it to officially happen before I really share my opinion because Kate had some choice words for Manchester City and my ownership, so I'm just gonna wait and see.
Oh, Raider's got the receipts. He's keeping them in his back pocket until the opportune time.
I'm gonna wait.
Hey,
then he's gonna hand them over to his accountant and cash that check.
You're playing Wolves today. You think you play a strong lineup?
I don't know. I haven't seen the team. Let's see.
Let's check the lineup. It should be
Liverpool play Wolves today?
Yeah, yep. in like 30 minutes, bro. That's why.
Oh, damn. Did I put in that prediction? Hold on.
Let's see what's going on here. So this is the lineup. You guys went with a strong team. Fuck.
Gamoa, Gakpo, Gravenberch.
Wolves pretty much went with a strong team too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? This is going to be interesting. Let's see. Is this pretty much the same teams as last game? Almost?
Ekatike is not playing.
I didn't even realize you guys were playing.
Rio starting.
Oh, no.
I'm glad Rio's starting.
It's a completely different setup.
Fullbacks are different.
But the attack is pretty much the same.
Oh, my God.
Fairs.
Are you confident, Rex?
I'm not confident at all against any team right now. I think, I don't trust us when it comes to.
Do you blame Gakpo for the last game?
No, not specifically. Gakpo didn't have a good game. A lot of players didn't have a good game. They have to take collective responsibility. If you win as a team, you lose as a team, and you know if you're the manager or you're the players and you get praised when you win, then you deserve criticism when you lose.
Guys, Jay's in the building.
Yo,
hey Jay. Before you speak, I'm going to say this. I am cherishing every minute that I'm able to do shows with you as it stands right now. I'm cherishing every minute. So let me be quiet and listen to what you got to say, my friend.
Okay.
First thing, I got 3 questions. Relegation, thoughts about the actual threat of relegation.
But you guys, like, this is, like, for me, the interesting thing here is people will have conversations with me and they're going to expect me to be, like, I was telling you guys weeks ago, like, relegation is a realistic possibility. Like, we're having shows. And now people are like, I'm having shows and people are constantly like, Jay, I'm like, I've been mentally open to this being a very distinct possibility for weeks. We've come on the show and I've been telling you guys, I'm saying, listen, this is a possibility. Now, the new managers come in, 3 games, 3 losses. Okay, this is like for me. I'm like, it's time to work out the route to Wickham. You know the ones. I'm like.
The old National Express.
Oh, I'm like, Leicester and Tottenham are we gonna run back that 2016 league battle in the championship? Are we gonna run that back?
Top two, yeah, top two. Oh, top three. Yeah, Arsenal.
So
yeah,
Jay, can I say this because you bring up the point? I know you mentioned it months ago about it being a possibility, but a lot of things are possible. It was about how probable it was. So now that it's so close, now that it's like it is do or die, this is why the energy and the inquiry is, Jay, what are your thoughts? What are you seeing now?
I mean, we're in a lot. Like I said this before, and I went through it, and I was like, can somebody make a compelling argument that Spurs aren't the worst team in the Premier League currently? Like, I don't think. I personally am like, Wolves are definitely better than us. Yeah, West Ham, they're better than us. These two teams are better than us. I could say to you, like, these two teams are better than us.
What about Forest? Because Forest is kind of in that mix too.
I think Forest are better than us. like, they certainly have a better available team to them right now.
Okay.
Like, if you look at Forest, they got Elliot Anderson, they got Gibbs White, so they got two top midfielders. They've still got players like Hutchinson, Hudson-Odoi, stuff like that. So they got a little bit of counter-attack pace. They've got their strike. They've got solid defense. That's the thing we're up against. Forest and West Ham can both do solid. They can both be solid to an extent. Yeah, we can't be solid. We can't score.
Yeah.
So we can't score. We can't be solid. Then, like, our captains are doing idiotic stuff. I can't even, just imagine.
Who do you keep in the case that you go down? Who do you actually think will stay, and who do you think leaves? I'll just name them.
Igor Tudor stays.
I'll just name them first of all.
He might not even stay. He might not even stay the month. What are you on about?
Do you think he's gone by the end of the week?
I think if we lose to Liverpool and lose to Atletico, that's 5 losses in a row. You got to change it. I think you got to change it.
Okay,
that's crazy.
I'm just saying.
Do you get Sean Dashing?
I think personally, at that point, it's the point of like, now you just got to run back every Spurs, like Barclays man and ex-legends. Just throw them all on the fucking. Honestly, I'm looking for that Ryan Mason, Harry Redknapp ticket.
Run them all back.
All right, Harry for the last 5. Harry for the last 5. I'd love to see it.
Let's go in order. First of all, the guy has 0 win percentage in 3 games. It's been 3 games. So give him. You're going to give him 2 more games, understandably so. Vicario.
What, in the championship?
Yeah.
No, he won't be there.
No, he's gone.
Kinski will probably stay.
Poro.
No, he's gone.
Dragosin?
Well, he's a championship defender, but no, he'll need to go as well.
This is dark.
Danzo will probably stay.
All right, we can expect Christian Romero to leave even if you stay up.
But the thing is we've got 50% reduction in wages and no release clauses. So a lot of these players are way more fucked than they think they are.
All right. But Mickey Van de Ven has 1 foot out the door, bro.
Yeah, listen, it's unfortunate because I called my boy the face of the franchise. I anointed him after Son. And I think this is a great example of...
Are you talking about Solanke?
No, I said... So basically, what I call the face of the franchise is like it's normally like the second or third most important player, but it's like it's a player that I can see being with the club for a long time. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, this guy is going to be the face of the football club moving forward. So I thought Van der Ven was a good level, but I think this season, and especially since about he did those interviews and maybe like January or something, his form is really like I disagree with people thinking that he's been bad all season. He hasn't. Like it's just like the last month, 2 months maybe, he's been poor, and you know, for him to get sent off. Honestly, like, just think of it. To be fair, I personally think it was quite soft, but it was a pull. Do you know what I mean? So
how good, Vader? How good is he? Jay, how good is he?
Van der Ven?
Just purely because I've seen him, but I haven't seen him closely. Like you watch him every game, right? So
the quality of side and what your team wants to do will exaggerate or downplay his abilities. So if you sent him to like Bayern Munich or something or Barcelona, he'd be great.
What about Liverpool?
He'd be good for Liverpool. If you play in a high line, I think he could play left back too. You know, I could see him playing left back, doubling, or you know, you could rotate him. He's left-footed, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Right.
So basically, my thing is the higher the line and the more he can, use his pace for like dribbling, progressing, things like that. Because that's a strong attribute that he's got. Mm-hmm. But if you take away, if you're defending deeper and things like that, and it's more about pure defensive IQ and all of that sort of stuff, you're going to miss out on a lot of his good qualities, a lot of his good attributes. So his overall impact as a defender is downplayed. It's like if you took Murillo and put him in a really high line and, things like that, he wouldn't look as good. But if you put him in a low mid block, things like that. So again, Van der Ven's the opposite. Like, do you know what I mean?
What do you think about this video that's been circulating online? You must have seen it.
Because if he was black and just fast, Van der Ven, they talk, Van der Ven is no, he's fast. And
this guy just saying Van der Ven's just fast, and everyone.
Listen, I respect Scorcher, but I don't take my football cues from Scorcher. Music cues maybe, football cues less so. I think
why I cut him off, because he made it racial.
Well, I have a friend that talks about black centre backs IQ, and he'd get cancelled if he ever brought those views to the mainstream. He'd be absolutely finished. I say, "What about Van Dijk?" He's like, "That's his white mother." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Wow.
No, listen, that's my point. Is if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it's going to think it's stupid. Like, I think it's very easy to judge Van der Ven in bad systems, but there's a reason why top clubs will want him, and there's a reason why top clubs will want to sign him if and as and when he's available. So, yeah, he's got a point. I don't think he's got the most progressive passing and things like that, but he's not necessarily a centre-back line breaker. How many centre-backs break lines anyway? Do you know what I mean? Like, as in, like, the critique that Scorch is offering is like, oh, he only passes to certain players on the pitch. You can make that argument about lots of players.
What's he like aerially? Is he dominant in the air, or does he get beat a lot?
He's decent. He's not great. But he's not terrible. You think he's decent. He's improved a little bit this year, but he's not. But I remember. Do you remember we were having conversations?
I feel like if he plays at Liverpool or Man City, he would be a left back.
That's because your perception is tainted by your 6 foot plus and fullbacks.
No, because his pace is not utilized well enough in that centre back position. I think you could utilize him.
If you play a high line, he will be.
Fair. I don't know, but I don't want to cut off Jay too much. I'm sorry to tell you, but we do need to get onto the title race because there is a game on in 15 minutes. What happened to your audio?
You're cutting out now, Jay.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're cutting out bad. I think you might be away from the Wi-Fi right now.
Jay, say that again.
Hold on, what's that?
Bro, that's that championship Wi-Fi, bro. Crazy.
Vice, that was not necessary, man.
Bro.
Vice, too soon, man. Too soon.
Hold on, guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
So yeah, better.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm saying Spurs getting relegated is a bigger story than Arsenal winning the league.
Oh,
So I'm leaving here with something. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm leaving here with something.
Small wins.
If you want to put it that way, Spurs getting relegated is going to be celebrated more than Arsenal winning the league. I agree.
No, whoa, yeah, no. That's not what I said. That's not how. No, that's not what I said, Gal. And nobody wants to celebrate that. Wash your mouth out. Why? There's
only two scenarios that will bring joy to everybody in the league: Man City winning the league over Arsenal, or Spurs getting relegated. Those are the only.
People are enjoying laughing at Spurs. People don't really want Spurs to get relegated. Like, they don't really want.
I have reason to believe that the football pyramid would get more joy from Spurs getting relegated because it will bring more attention.
Okay. Sorry, Inspector Gadget Gal. What do you mean you have reason to believe? Reason? Show your data. Show me the information.
He's saying that's a stretch.
Go, Gadget.
It will bring more legitimacy to relegation and promotion.
Well, Gal's looking at the man in the mirror saying, I agree.
Anyways, I'm just basing it on what I think. That's my opinion.
I hear that. All right, okay. So yeah, my final thought before we move over is, yes, it's becoming more and more real. It's just, I think, I don't even know what Tudor's doing. You know, like, I was always a Victorian guy, never appreciated the Tudors. And I'd say, look. Wow. Little bit of, it's a historical era.
Wow.
Don't worry. It's not for the history. That's what I'm saying. I make jokes now. Football isn't for me. No, but yeah, to finish, yes,
they are highbrow. They're highbrow one-liners.
That's what I'm saying. That's like you either read horrible histories or paid attention during history. So I'm just saying, like, very, very much so. We are in big trouble. The season that Leicester won the league, and you felt like everything was kind of working towards Leicester winning the league. I feel like that with this relegation with Spurs, I feel like everything is working for Spurs to get relegated. Like, as in, like, it's just the injuries and then the leaving and then the man. It's just when you make in the Premier League, you can afford to make a few big mistakes and a solid amount of small mistakes. You can't make multiple big mistakes and multiple small mistakes and then just think your name is going to protect you. And yeah, I think.
So there's one question.
It could be tonight, Grandma. It could be tonight.
So do you think Spurs are going to go down, or do you think you're good enough to avoid it?
50-50. 100%. It's genuinely 50-50. As in, toss a coin. If you toss a coin and it's like heads, we get relegated. Tails, we don't. Genuinely, that's like, at this point in time, it's still a bit like I'm not processing it. So I'm not actually people are like, I'm not processing it. I'm being fair. I'm like, it's 50. It's really 50-50. Like, I don't think we finish above West Ham. I'm not sure we finish above Forest. So that tells me we basically need to finish above Leeds not to get relegated.
Do you think you're currently in the acceptance stage?
Maybe. Oh yeah, but I think this game against Palace was a game that most people said we had to win and we lost. Yeah, like most people were like, we had to win and we lost. And I don't think that impact. I'm like, these players can't say. I don't think these players can. I'm watching Sarr and Gray and Simmons and Muani, and I'm like, these guys can't save us. These guys are not going to be able to save us.
I just looked at the fixture list. Okay, you got Liverpool game, fine. but then the next Premier League game against Nottingham Forest,
Oh,
that
lordy,
could be
lordy,
crucial.
lord. Oh, lordy,
Yeah,
lordy, lord.
that's crazy. That's a crazy one, right?
That's genuinely like. But I saw Forest show that heart and determination against City to come back and bounce back and do everything that they did. And great point to transition after this. That's the same, great point to transition. But those guys showed fight and scored two worldies. Yeah, that's like, and that's their clutch players. So when your clutch players are dialed in, doing stuff, they're like, "Nah, we're getting you out of this." Gibbs White last month plus been fully on it. Screamers, it's nice. Elliot Anderson could be down in tools because he might go City, he might go wherever. Nah, fully. His goal against City was ridiculous. Outside of the boot, following, bro. I'm saying these guys. Forest come to our stadium with a fully fit team, bro. They might spank us. You know, they might slap us up. You know, like genuinely speaking, they're a decent side.
Let's talk about Forest.
Conversely, though, if they come to Spurs and they get a result, I think that could be enough to turn the tide. I think if Spurs can beat them,
Spurs just need one win, and I think they'll see it will raise their levels and confidence for them to get more points. But Vader, you need to win every game in the title race to get yourself in a position to go on to win and put pressure on Arsenal to drop points. We go away and have a tight 1-0 win versus Brighton, and in the same day, Murillo saves Nottingham Forest from dropping points in the final minutes, and it ends up 2-2 at your ground. How are you feeling now, a couple days removed after you drop those points? Do you feel like the title race is over? Do you feel like you put it back in our hands? How are you feeling?
I'm disappointed with the result. Obviously, I'm disappointed with the draw. I thought we were doing enough in that game to have gotten a win. Forest was always going to be a difficult game. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very consistent. I said that the win versus Liverpool, those were a bonus 3 points. I did not expect those. When I was doing my predictor, when I was doing my how can I get to this end of season and win it, I wasn't expecting a win at Liverpool. I was barely expecting a draw. I got a bonus 3, and I still feel like I still have a bonus 3 points. Now, the window's slightly closed. It's not as open as it used to be, but dropping points now was kind of expected. Not versus Forest, but at some point. You're right. I can't afford to really drop points again unless Arsenal do me a favor. If Arsenal drop points at any time... You've already done me a favor
twice.
Well... Again, you've already done me a favor. I don't think the favors are over. I don't expect you to win closing out the season, and I wasn't expecting myself to win closing out the seasons, whether you're dropping points in a draw or a loss. I was very disappointed. But the title race is far from over. It's far from over because we have our managers that's managing the Prem as well as the UCL as well as the FA Cup, and obviously we got the League Cup final. There's so much that's going on that is the rotation going to be managed properly? Are players going to remain healthy? A lot can play out, but I'm kind of okay. I'm kind of okay with it being removed from it. I want to see how we play versus Newcastle, but player to player, I thought we did enough. I really thought we did enough to win that game. I'm not going to expect...
a penalty? Do you agree with Bernardo Silva crying about the refereeing decisions afterwards? Because I do feel like, as an Arsenal fan, I've been criticized for years about that. And it's not really a Man City's thing to go on the media and start crying about refereeing decisions.
So you've been crying about it for years. Your observations with regards to what are penalties, you're asking me the question whether I think it's a penalty. I do. I'm going to ask you, hold on. I'm going to say because
happened to me versus Newcastle. I was upset, but but they basically said because the goalkeeper got to there, it looks like your player is getting simulation.
What did you see, Gal? All the years of you watching penalties and all the years of you watching it, I believed it was a pen. Did you believe it was a pen?
I'll tell you this: Rodri's definitely not a pen.
Okay, we were talking about the Holland one, right? We're talking about the Holland?
The Holland one. They set a precedent earlier in the season.
Egal, I'm not asking about they. You over years. Listen, you said it yourself. No, hold on, because you want to talk about my player Bernardo crying in the media. You said it for yourself. You've been looking at this. You said you were crying, and they were accusing you of crying. Of all the times you've watched penalties, did you think that the Holland one was a pen? I just want your yes or no. We could deal with how they assess it afterwards. But you, man to man, asking me, I said yes, it's a pen. Did you think it was a pen?
I personally thought it was a penalty.
Okay, so we both thought it was a pen.
But unfortunately, they didn't give it. They didn't give
it. And again, they didn't give it, and I don't expect them to give it.
And that's why people view it and they say, you know what, fair play. They're not giving those anymore. Because I've seen many times this season where the goalkeeper was the last man, took out a guy, but he touched the ball also, and they said, you know what, it's okay.
I know, but that's very different from this one. In this example, he did not touch the ball at all. So your point, hold on. Let me finish. Your point, in terms of how they assess things, if the keeper had touched the ball, they said it wasn't a penalty. Your own words. In this case, Igal, he did not touch the ball. So your rationale, your reasoning, it made sense for others. It didn't make sense for this one. The keeper did not touch the ball at all. Holland put it to get past him and was taken out before he got a chance to even make another move. So you and I both agree it's a pen. They're inconsistent with how they judged it because the keeper did not touch the ball at all. But again, when Rodri, when Bernardo, we've all said this. We need to win these games despite these calls. I already know I'm not getting them. As a City fan, I've accepted it. I'm not going to get these 50-50 calls. If they have a chance for these calls not to go City's way,
you don't get some calls. They're 50-50s for a reason.
Vader, come on. That you're almost doing an Arsenal there.
Yeah.
Almost.
What?
Saying
what
I don't
almost
expect,
doing?
You're saying I don't expect that. You win some, you lose some. No, there is no agenda against City, just like there's no agenda against Arsenal.
No, but hold on. Rax.
But when
Rax.
go on. Maybe I misinterpreted what you said. Is it when you say you don't specifically? Are you saying you don't specifically expect it because it's City, or because you don't specifically accept it in general for whichever the team in an identical scenario?
I don't expect it for it to be City. I don't watch every game in the league, so I can't comment on that. I can't comment. You're asking me to comment on something that I don't watch. I don't watch the other games. I watch City and I watch other of the big six. I don't watch every game. You're asking me to answer something that would require me to watch every game. So I'm saying I don't expect it because I primarily watch City games. I don't expect the calls to go my way, and it's been pretty consistent.
But not because it's City, but because you think that's either a borderline. Because if you think you don't expect it because you're City, you're approaching that and kind of saying that you think City are being targeted, and I don't think that's fair.
But my point is, I don't care whether we are or not. We need to win despite it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, so you're focusing on the wrong point. The point that I was making, the point that should have been emphasized, that you should have listened to clearly, was I want to win despite it. All right, I want to win despite this. If I happen to believe that all the calls are going against me, I want my club to win despite it, and I think we have the ability to.
I just feel like you have gotten some lucky decisions to go your way also. You could have easily been given a handball against you, same way we could have been given a handball against us against Chelsea. You also could have had
a handball.
You could have also had several players sent off with Bernardo Silva versus Newcastle, Foden versus Fulham. We see.
Okay, this is okay. It's your show. It's your show, Igal. Nice.
This is my show. It's our show.
It is your show. No. Listen, I'm gonna let you host. Just expect, as I organize myself a lot better. I don't know if I'm going to extend an invite to Rax, but I'm going to have you on my show, and then I will be the one dictating how things flow, because you're now spouting off all the things that could have gone against City. I'm going to say this: you watched the big game versus me and United, right?
Yeah, that was clearly a red.
All right, you weren't going to mention that as you were rattling things off, but I'm
1 second. I didn't mention it because I was strictly giving a counter argument, because you're saying there's things that have gone against you.
And I don't want a counter argument. I want us to be balanced.
50-50s for a reason. And I personally think Rack is a little bit right. Bernardo Silva especially is as your club captain coming out and complaining about refereeing decisions.
He's not complaining. You guys, this is how I know you guys don't listen to what they're saying. You're waiting to hear, you're doing dial. You're waiting to hear and reacting to a response. That's not what it is. He emphasized, just like I'm saying now, we are not going to get these calls. These 50-50s don't seem to be going our way. We need to win. We need to be better despite it. And that is fundamentally what needs to be understood. He's not crying. He's saying accept it and let's move on.
I view it as a mentality shift because you wouldn't mention it in the past. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, guys? They wouldn't even mention it in the past.
But I don't know about that. We don't know that. We don't know it's a mentality shift. I think anybody who's questioning a player like Bernardo Silva who's won 5 Premier League titles, or Rodri, or these guys, I think you're clutching at straws there. They may feel aggrieved, and you have a right to feel what you feel. But I don't think necessarily any of those decisions were incorrect. But
hey, I feel like Vader, we gave you a position of strength after dropping points to Wolves and Brentford, and it was in your hands. Now it's back in our hands. We could literally go undefeated the rest of the season. You could go undefeated the rest of the season, and we'll still probably go on to win the league as long as we do our job.
Wait, what does doing your job mean? You mean you also
sure,
going
that's a whole load of hypotheticals there. That's a hypothetical soup.
No. Because we're 7 points ahead. You win your game in hand. We're still 5 points ahead. We play you at your ground.
We win the game in hand. You guys are 4 points ahead.
Yeah. Then even if you beat us at your ground, we're still 1 point ahead.
Okay.
So we have the buffer now, where I feel like my team.
But then you follow that by as long as we do our job. So this one is hypothetical soup.
No. Obviously, there's hypotheticals everywhere. But then I'll give you real logic.
That's
Then you guys want logic? Let me give you logic. Going forward.
Oh no! Don't, please don't!
All right, you guys don't want to hear anything. You guys just going crazy.
Nah, I'm just saying.
Going forward, we have more home games, and I'm confident that I can win my home games. We only have a couple more away games, which is Man City and West Ham. So overall, I'm not too worried going forward.
But why are we doing this again? Why do we do this all the time? Because you did this before you even dropped points to Wolves. You did this. This is the number of games, and here's what I'm expecting, not expecting to do.
Vader,
you never expected to drop points versus Wolves.
Vader, I expected to drop points versus Brighton on the weekend, on midweek. I was worried about that game. I thought we were going to be the ones that were going to drop points and give Man City the league title. But the fact that you drop points and the fact that both of us have shown the capability of dropping points, I believe Arsenal are now in the driver's seat, and I believe that we are going to go do it. And the reason why I believe that, I think it's a mentality shift. Beating Tottenham, Chelsea, and Brighton in the manner that we did, 3 different ways. We slapped Tottenham. We had a grinded out game versus Brighton, and we had 2 set pieces and showed a mentality shift in a tight game against a team that we usually would draw against in Chelsea. And I think that those 3 performances have proven to me that there's a mentality shift with my team. Now, I don't know what's going on at your team situation, but for you guys to drop a lead twice at home to Nottingham Forest gives me more confidence than any performance that I've had recently.
Okay, so in a title race, I'm going to look at what my club's doing. I'm also going to look at what my ops are doing. So with regards to me, I think we can clean up our defensive issues because we've proven to be able to score goals. I think we do need to be clinical, but I think we create enough, and we can even get better with the opportunities that we create attacking wise. I don't do the geeking out, nerding out with regards to XG and all that kind of stuff, but I think we're on the good side of those things. I think we need to just be a little more clinical, and then we're dangerous. And if we can clean up our defense, we're then going to be phenomenal. In terms of comparison now, when I look at Arsenal, your result versus Brighton actually gives me a lot more confidence in terms of, you know what, it's still going to be a KG closing out the season. Because if your manager continues to take this approach, and I believe as the pressure mounts, most people revert to what they're most comfortable to. I think if the pressure continues to mount, you get closer and closer to week 38. If your manager is going to score 1 goal and look to defend, score 1 goal and have whatever that crazy XG was and say, you know what, come and break us down. I think there's more opportunity for those draws to maybe happen. Not losses, but draws. And that's all that I need. I really need draws for you guys to have and for me to win these games. Yep. That performance versus Brighton is where I do have some confidence. Guys, let's clean this up and let's mount this pressure on Arsenal.
You know, there's one thing I don't miss about really challenging for the league title. It's these conversations, bro. It's these scenarios. It's these, you did this, listen, there is, you guys, all things being right now, I just think it's Arsenal's title to lose.
Facts.
And something Pep's been accustomed to lately.
Well, why can't you just say it's our title to win?
Because it's in your hands.
It's your title right now.
Since you're first with that gap.
You said it was your title.
It is your title. The only way you can mess it up is if you mess up. So it's your title to lose.
So why don't you say it's our title to win? Because then in our hands.
No, that means you don't have it. You already have the title. It's yours to lose. You're in possession of the title, being 7 points up right now.
And
that's what Bice is saying.
It hasn't been 2 minutes since
Igor was saying it's 60%, 40% when you were a point behind. What's the odds on now, Igor?
Let me check.
No checking. You weren't checking anything before. You made up your own numbers. You don't need to check anything.
No, I'm not making up numbers, Rack.
I know you're not.
When you said it was 60%, 40%, you weren't making those numbers up.
Rack, at no point was I ever making up numbers. I was getting
okay, go. What was when you said 60%, 40% last week, right? Where did those numbers come from?
I'll show you right now. I'll show you right
60,
now.
The 60%, 40%. Yeah, those exact numbers. Don't just show me random numbers. I want to see exact numbers.
I'll show you right now.
Yo, Vita, I tried.
I know, man. I know.
I tried. I don't know how we got back here.
Why is he laughing?
Bro,
look,
listen. All I'm saying is
this is where we were last time, February 19th, 60 and 38. So Rack, just for the record, that's where we were. Now we're at 79.
Okay. Do we get to question Calci.com's integrity?
No. Calci. Hey, respect Calci. They've been giving the guys some ways to win.
This is they're using Opta. They're using Opta. They're using Opta stats to help them make these.
Yeah, but listen, don't let me say it's your league.
Fluctuate depending on the results.
Sure, but what were the actual Opta stats though? What was Opta's actual? This is like some derivative of Opta, right? Why do you go to the actual Opta odds?
Because they don't give you live up to date scores.
Is this the highest percentage of you guys winning the league of the season? Is this the highest percentage?
Our highest percentage was actually 81-16.
What month was that?
That was when Liverpool was leading.
The first 5 weeks season? That was a long time ago. That was a whole lifetime ago.
The 7th of February when Liverpool were up for a little bit. When was that?
Liverpool up.
Later. You know 2K, right?
Yeah.
This is Rack right now. Rack has rage bait on the Hall of Fame, man. You gotta listen. Don't let Rack have you looking up all these.
Oh, that's crazy.
The thing is, right? It's your league to lose. You're in the driver's seat. You're right ahead. You have the best chance to win because your schedule as well is a pretty decent schedule.
All right. You know what? I had a question for you guys.
Yeah.
And it's in the title of the video. Do you feel the coverage of how people are criticizing Arsenal right now with criticizing the way that we play, the way that we're winning games, the way that we're getting results? Is this fair? Because in my opinion, the way we're being covered right now, I feel like people are being disingenuous. They criticized us for not winning over the last couple of years, and now they're criticizing us and criticizing how we are winning by saying, "Oh, it's not," as if we're doing something illegal. Like we're not doing anything illegal.
For me, I do see some hypocrisy in it, but I feel like that's just because you guys were media darlings at one point.
We were never media darlings. We've been media since the 80s.
In terms of how you guys have been playing, the style of play, how it looks. Guys, at one point, guys were saying you're the best team in Europe, stuff like that. With how you guys play, the fluidity, everything. Now it looks different. It looks bad. The corner tactics, how you guys are doing keepers, like the social media is not helping as well. Like even against me, how Declan Rice and some of your players would do some of my players in the box. Like fans
Bro,
are.
did you see Sar headlocking Zubamendi? Like
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about my game. As a fan, I'm going to keep retweeting and sharing those media clips because that's all it looks. It looks satanic. Football, it's just corner.
Do you think the criticism is fair?
The criticism, I don't think it's fair because nobody cares about how you win unless you win. The only way this can all backfire is if by some, for me, I'd say miracle, that you guys lose the league. Right. If you guys don't win doing all of this, it would have been for nothing. And I feel like that's what people are afraid of.
Later, I'll bring it to you. We beat Brighton. We were told we're wasting too much time. We beat Chelsea. We're told we're wrestling in the box. We beat Spurs. We're told we're divers because one goal was disallowed when thing fell. What happened? Brentford. We were told one of our players should have been sent off for a second yellow or something like that. And then the game versus Wolves. I don't remember. Nothing happened in the game versus Wolves. And then before that, people were saying own goals. People were saying you're only scoring from corners. Do you feel like, as somebody who's watching it from your perspective from the outside, do you feel like the coverage of Arsenal is fair? And do you think the criticism is over the top?
The criticism isn't coming out of nowhere. That's the only thing, right? Like the points that are being brought up, the things that are being discussed aren't coming out of the blue. Like they're showing examples to discuss it. Is it overkill because you're hearing it everywhere? Yes. But there's evidence to why they're speaking on what they're speaking on. So in that regard, I think it is very fair. Now, it's different things that they've said in all those games that you mentioned, but the time wasting was real, right? The Raya flopping is real, right? The Gabriel going into Welbeck's space and acting like he got knocked over, it's real. So in the social media era, like Vice just said, it's looking nasty out there, and it's going to live on. It's going to live on. If you win this Prem, it's going to live on, and it's going to be a fair, here's what Arsenal did on their way to win it. When Simeone has his football, we all see it. We all talk about it. It's there. Does he get results? Yes. But how he plays is something for us to point out. When we saw what Pep did in Barcelona and that style of play and them winning, it's there. For example, we say, brilliant. You're going to have your style. You're going to have your style of football. It's going to be what it is, but there's going to be the, you know what? I'm not a fan of it. There's going to be those that I'm not a fan of this. There were many Arsenal fans that were criticizing how Chelsea played football. They were criticizing that. I don't know if you were one of them, but a large portion of Arsenal fans said that would never be us. That would never be our football. And now you have this and you're championing it because you're winning it. I'll say this real quick, and I'm glad Rax is back. If you're not winning with your style of football, the criticism is heavy, right? So Arne Slot delivered a Prem last year. Arne Slot showed examples of not really having the best football at times. Was it complained about at max volume? No, because he delivered a Prem. Once you guys start delivering,
last season, I think we played it. We were good. I don't think the football for Liverpool was bad last season. This season it's atrocious.
Well, you do content with Mike Dawes, and Mike Dawes said that as soon as the calculations were out and you guys pretty much had everything locked up, when you guys went on vacation, after that you guys were crapping the bed. But that volume of critics is low.
Good, but the critical point is it was locked up, right? At that point it was locked up. So you got a bit of.
But the point that I want to emphasize is the volume of that criticism is low. Once you don't get results, Igal, because of this style of play, it's gonna be crazy complaints. It's going to be crazy. What are we doing here? What is this? How is this sustainable? I'm looking, and again, with regards to your football, if you happen to win it, it's probably the best example of a systematic win, of a team win, of not a individual stars, of not like brilliance with regards to individual players. It's going to be like, you know what? Everyone did their job.
100%.
You could probably argue your best player is Gabriel, who's a defender, right? That speaks a lot to what Arsenal are in 2026. But if you get the results, you get the results.
To be fair, Chelsea won league titles because of their defense also. Let's not act like they didn't.
Yeah, they had elite attackers as well.
No, yeah, they had some star players that I don't. Right now, I'm not sure you would consider Arsenal are more of a team than doesn't necessarily rely on.
I think they're succeeding by committee, not because of players having a brilliant season.
That's absolutely fine. I don't think I don't think anyone should have a problem with that either.
I honestly don't think anyone cares come the end of the season if we win. But at
nobody cares. No, nobody should care. Absolutely nobody should care.
And as an Arsenal fan, I don't think any Arsenal fan is going to.
So you admit you play terrorist football?
Listen. But the thing is, right?
I got to drop, unfortunately. But I want to say this before I go. I just want to say this before I go. You getting the results is all that matters. It's been 20 plus years. You guys could care less how it's done, but you got to be honest as well. We as fans, we do look at how our teams play, and there comes a point where we want them to play well and win. We want them to play good football and win.
Vader, I hear that, and I agree with you. But one thing I will say, right now, we don't owe anybody anything. We're just here to get a job done.
Vader, is it done for you? Yeah.
And if the job gets done, best believe everyone's going to be happy. We played like shit versus Brighton. We won the game, but you know what made the night? You dropping points. That made it a 10 times better performance.
No, it did not change the performance. It made it a great result, not a performance.
That changed the feeling about the night. Because going out of that game, if we were to have dropped points, I wouldn't have been surprised.
But the thing is, right? Arsenal have a history of playing like unattractive football. People will look at the Arsene Wenger era and think that's Arsenal. Arsenal coined the phrase. You had a song, "Boring, boring Arsenal." Arsenal, aside from the Wenger era, historically are not an entertaining team to watch. So it doesn't really matter. You're the third or fourth most successful team in English football history, and that's all that matters, really. If you can win playing good football, fine. But the vast majority of Arsenal's history, they haven't played good football. So, the Wenger era was the blip.
Fair.
They'll be remembered for the Wenger, though.
Let's bring Cliff. No, for our lifetime, yeah, because he was there for 20 years. But people older than us probably will tell you they remember the George Graham days very well. Also, Cliff here comes out and says, "Vader, you're right, mate. When talking about Brighton, I am not saying the word. It's mathematically impossible for us to lose. Not setting myself up with PTSD. I get it, bro. I get it. But Ahmed, even you have to agree. Title race almost sorted.
Yeah, Arsenal are going to win this title, isn't it?
Even you, Ahmed, have to agree. He says.
No, but the thing is with me, is like
he's been rooting for Man City all season.
Me? Are you joking me?
You predicted Man City.
Yeah, I predicted Man City. That doesn't mean I'm rooting them, fraud. What's this guy talking about? Go on now, yeah? Listen, me, I've always said, that if Arsenal win this title, it's actually a bit better for me because I don't want Man City winning it. I have to deal with Hamza talking non-stop in Ahwa. So if he bottles this league title, it does wonders for me. I also live in Manchester. So, Arsenal fans, I don't really see that many Arsenal fans in Manchester. So I think it just depends. It depends where you live. If you live in London, and you're a United fan and you're rooting for Man City, I can understand it. But if you're in Manchester, it's the other way around. And for me, I just like annoying Arsenal fans because it's
if you live in London and you're a Man United fan, come to the parade. You might find your future wife. You never know.
Listen, forget about life.
Talent on display in your fan base.
No, but when I was watching the Brighton game, I swear to you, I was watching it, right? And I was like, you know what? let me watch Gyökeres one more time, innit? Yeah, let me watch him, bro. That guy, I'm not joking, Igal. Yeah, I think that's the worst striker display I've ever seen in the Prem. That guy's awful. Man.
Are you gonna give Arteta credit for winning the league with Gyökeres as striker?
No, forget about Arteta for a sec. Yeah, he's a good coach, innit? And if he wins this title, kudos to him. Yeah, and he deserves all the praise. I can't listen, Igal. You have to take it back here when you try to compare this guy to Ekitike and Joao Pedro, bro. I'm telling you, Gyökeres is like here, and Pedro and Ekitike are like all the way there, bro. I'm telling you.
When it comes to football ability, yes, but
yeah, but that's what it is. It's not tennis.
No, when it comes to but there's people who are better better football players, but there's people who are better just finishers, and I think he's a better finisher than all of them.
I disagree. I think Joao Pedro is a better finisher.
I disagree.
I think Joao Pedro's got more variety in his finishes. He can use his feet, both feet as well. I think Joao Pedro. I'd rank it in terms of finishing. Yeah, I'd rank it Joao Pedro, Ekitike, then Gyökeres. That's what I would rank it.
All right. I personally do not feel like off the back of the week that we've had that Gyökeres is the main story. The main story has been all the.
So do you think Arteta will go back to playing his attacking way?
The main point has been the criticism. Do you think the criticism about Arsenal's play style and dark arts and all these other bullshit that they're talking about, time wasting, is relevant?
Yes.
What do you mean? Is it relevant? I mean, if you're playing against it, it's obviously going to be annoying. Do you get me? Because if you were facing that, you'd also be complaining about it. But obviously, it's happening. Obviously, your club's doing it, so you want to reap the rewards and get over the line, and you don't really care how it looks. So as long as you get the trophy, yeah, you're not really going to give two craps. But if you're going to be watching it as a neutral, you're like, oh, what is this? Obviously, it's going to get annoying. Despite whether irrespective to whether it's Arsenal, if Chelsea are doing it, if United are doing it, if City are doing it, you know, the whole time wasting thing, then cool, I would be annoyed. But I mean, if my club is in Arsenal's position and we've got 8 games left and we're playing some doo-doo football, but I'm getting over the line, I'm not going to start complaining. I'm just going to be like, you know what, get me this trophy, hold that, rivals, and the next season play me some serious football and do it again. That's my thing.
We play Mansfield on Saturday tomorrow. I don't expect us to play haram football versus Mansfield. I expect us to go and slap them.
You're going to slap Man City at their ground?
Mansfield, not Man City.
Oh, who Mansfield? What's that?
Cup.
Oh, the cup.
Yeah.
You see me, I'm out of every competition, bro. Listen, it's
bro, dark. You have to wait like 17 days.
I have to wait for 2 weeks, man. It's looking dark in this dunya, bro. You get
me? By the way, what do you think about Paul Scholes celebrating your loss? What a weird guy.
Paul Scholes, yeah, is an amazing footballer, and he's the best midfielder in the Prem to have played. But the guy is a scumbag. I think he's a scumbag. Yeah, because you know what it is with me? I like to analyze things without using that much emotion. When he said Michael Carrick has got something special for us, we've played crap in the past 4 games. I don't think we play. I agree with the performance. We've not actually played that good football, Legal and Vice. We didn't play that well the past 4 games. But the way he's saying it, and the sarcasm, and the Tonali love heart and the blowing kiss emoji seems to me that he's relieved that we finally got the loss because it proves his point. Do you get me? You know do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't think Scholes has United's best interest.
You know?
No, I don't think. Say that again.
He deleted it also.
Yeah, because he's a scumbag.
In case you didn't see it, he posted on his Instagram story after they lost to Newcastle, love heart Tonali. And then he also said, Michael Carrick has something special for us, even though we've been playing like shit the last 4 games.
Yeah, and then he put blowing kiss emoji.
This is why I don't know how, but Patrice Evra has become one of my favorite ex-United players that's actually in media right now.
Yeah, and Rudy.
No, his quote.
Even Rudy called out Scholes.
Is it the Netflix comment, the Netflix quote that's getting under your skin still?
No, he because what he does is he plays to the Arsenal hatred point, and he just attention seeks.
He called out his former teammates today.
Yeah, good for him. But when he came out and said, "Oh, it's not Arteta, it's not the club, it's not the players, it's the fans."
But he's right though.
They're delusional. What the fuck? He's the same guy who said Man United can win the Premier League. What the fuck is he talking about? Delusional.
But 2 things can be right though.
I mean, no one really likes your fans. You guys kind of.
No one doesn't have to like my fans. And you know something? I'm happy he don't like our fans because we come for him every single day. Him and his salmonella eating raw chicken ass.
Listen, anyway, listen. Forget about the salmonella chicken. Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, bro. Evra spoke facts in it. Yeah, when he called that Michael Carrick, as well as Wayne Rooney,
as well as Giggs. No, not Giggs. That's the Scholes and Roy.
No, but but you know what it is with me, Paul Scholes. Yeah, like I don't want to cuss. I mean, I like him in it as a player, bro. I rate him so highly, but bro, the guy is a twat. He's a twat, bro. Yeah. He's an absolute twat because the thing is, yeah, he's attention seeking, and also, yeah, I don't know, he's probably a miserable guy in real life, isn't it? So he wants to project.
Creator now, so
him and Nicky Butt. Everyone, do you remember the clip where they've got a new podcast now? Him, Nicky Butt, and someone else. Do you remember when we faced? They were doing a preview against Man City, and they were mocking Lissandro Martinez, saying, "Oh my God, Holland's gonna cook him. He's gonna grab him. He's gonna throw him." And then Paul Scholes was kind of entertaining it. Guess what happens in the game? Lissandro locks him up. So they don't, bro. They're literally spreading negativity and toxicity around United. And if I was the ownership, I'm eliminating all ex-United players, from having access to the club. That's me. That's just me, bro. Because these lot, Gary Neville, Roy Keane is talking about, I don't support United, but then every time I'm seeing him shout to Ian Wright about talking about United all the time, and he's emotional about it. So I don't know what's going on there. You've got Paul Scholes talking rubbish and talking smack on Michael Carrick, bro. The whole thing is just weird. I find it so strange.
You know Stuart Robson, the announcer,
the reporter.
He used to play for Arsenal. Arsene Wenger banned him from the Emirates because of what he said about Arsene Wenger. Well, in his final years at the club, he banned. He's like, this guy's never reporting. He's not coming to a game. He can't work from the Emirates. He has to find another place. He was banned. He was not allowed to come. Certain people, they do that too, but they're not going to do that to former club legends. But your club, bro, your legends, they just like, some of them just like toxicity, man.
Facts.
And also, why is it that they're always just trying to clickbait online? Like, I seen Edwin van der Sar say Onana's world class today.
No, wait, hold on. Did he say? Are you sure about that?
Yes, I tweeted about it as well because I'm like,
he said he's world class, but Oblak and Raya are not world class.
I'm not even on the Raya point because I'm still on the fence with Raya. But saying Jan Oblak is not world class and then saying Andre Onana is world class is shocking to me.
Listen,
I know he says Ter Stegen's not world class, but then he said the only way that Emi Martinez is world class is when he's playing for Argentina. So I'm like, what? Cobel, he said Manyan is not world class either. So I'm confused. I think he just doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, he's obviously concussed in it. Listen, I know he worked with him.
Anyways, we're gonna end it off here, guys. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Catch you guys in the next one. Big up, Cliff. Hopefully, we don't have to worry about PTSD. Rack, your manager. I was gonna mention something about him, but he's a little bit of a hypocrite.
Don't worry about it. There's nothing more to say. He'll live by the side, die by the sword. We'll see.
Oh, by the way, just speaking about Liverpool, I had the Madrid game. I had the Madrid game on the side. Yeah, Trent absolutely got cooked. By the way, when it comes to defending, bro, I'm watching it and I'm like, beautiful. Sorry, I had to put that.
Trent is gonna cook when Klopp.
Trent's low-key one of the most important players, but
Trent is lucky Klopp is coming to Real Madrid. He's not.
Bro, he's been stinking it for Madrid. I'll be real.
He's gonna be the next Real Madrid manager. He's fine.
I don't see Klopp doing that right now, but.
Klopp already left RB Leipzig project. He's going.
Nah, I don't think
he hasn't left. What are you talking about?
He's leaving the Red Bull group, and he's gonna be.
Who said that?
Bro, it was reported the other day.
Wait, I didn't know he was managing. Since when?
No,
I thought he was.
I don't think he's left the RB project. I think he only started there like a year ago.
Oh, yo, guys, you guys got to see this. This is the most interesting thing. Have you seen this video? This is hilarious.
Who the hell are you? Arteta! How have you been my dear friend.
What is this?
Yo,
What in the heck
this
is
is
that?
what AI should be used for. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god! Wallahi,
Two terrorists. Don't.
it's the funniest video ever. And then the guy just starts going into Hana Havadu, Hana Havadu, and then the guy's like, Arteta, never attack. And then Arteta's like, but what if I have to attack? He's like, no, never. Let the
Yeah, it's so funny, bro.
It's so funny.
Oh
Where's it? What were we talking about? We were talking about Klopp, right?
We were ending the show. That's what I
No.
thought.
We're talking about Klopp. Here it is. Goal Central posted this. This is hilarious. Goal Central posted this. They said Klopp could leave the Red Bulls group. Klopp is no longer said that he is ununanimous support for his decision being questioned, and growing talks of a possible departure in the summer. And then there's also
Vice, I don't want to do this again, yeah? I don't want to do this again. But the words that came out your mouth do not tally with the words that are written there. Those are not the same words.
Could already leave and a possible departure in the summer. What did I say wrong?
You said he left a couple of weeks ago.
No, okay, my bad. The report is that he could be leaving. The report is that he could be leaving in the summer.
Rage bait, bro. I'm telling you, it's rage.
Anyways, I have reason to believe that Real Madrid is his next destination.
Same.
Anyways, we're gonna wrap it up here. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Vice, who you playing this week?
I don't even know.
You play Wrexham? Yeah, you're gonna beat Wrexham.
Yeah,
I play
man.
Mansfield. You play Wolves. Ahmed, good luck. You're not playing nobody for another 14 days, right?
You know what's mad, bro? My club's still the biggest in England, mate. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Like, still...
Yo, come on, let's stop this delusion first, guys. Let's
Bro,
just
my club.
That's a non-sequitur.
how
Listen,
is
my
it
club
I'm
is
the most
my-
level-headed person here today?
Listen, my club, yeah, is the